Indian Railways is the fourth largest railway system in the world. Its history dates back to pre-independence. Indian Railways has been a key player in the country's economy for a long time. Yet, there have been several gaps within the railway system that has been holding it from unleashing its full potential. Taking this into consideration, the Narendra Modi government has been focusing on overhauling the railway system. It has been allocating sufficient budget to modernize the railway by adopting the latest technology and building new infrastructure. In the past 8 years, the government has initiated several projects to modernize the railways in various ways. Let's take a look at few important projects. Indian railway stations are congested. One cannot deny that. They also project the country in a poor light. When the government is planning to change the face of the country, having age-old railway stations will be of no help. This is why the government has decided to redevelop railway stations in the country and transform them into world-class stations on par with Japan and other developed countries. These stations are expected to have state-of-art technologies, and the railways are using expertise of various national and international organizations along with the private sector. The Indian Railways has selected over 200 large stations in the country that will have a major revamp. Apart from large stations, Indian Railways has launched a scheme to modernize the country's small railway stations. The scheme is called Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. Railway Ministry has selected 1,000 stations that fall under this new scheme. Stations in these small cities will develop in a cost-effective manner. A plan is being laid out to modernize these stations. Modernization of these railway stations include adding a spacious roof plaza, facilitating space for food courts, a waiting lounge, executive lounges, children's play area, and many more. These new transformed railway stations will also be integrated with other modes of transport like metro stations and bus services. We already have a few glimpses of how these newly developed railway stations will look like. Take the Tirupati railway station for example. The government has released concept photos of how the new station will be once it's redeveloped. The same goes for Gomati railway station in Uttar Pradesh, Ernakulam railway station in Kerala, and many more in the country. Once the stations are modernized, there's no doubt they will play a crucial role in changing the image of India on a global scale. What's the point of having developed railway stations when we have old rails? This is the reason Railways has developed a new set of modern rails. Vande Bharat, also known as T18, is India's first semi-high-speed train. It was completely designed and manufactured by Indian Railways Integral Coach Factory. The government is currently running 7 Vande Bharat trains. Apart from this, a budget has been allocated this year to manufacture 400 new trains in the next 3 years. These trains can reach a maximum speed of 180 km per hour. But due to old railway network, the current trains are operating at a lower speed. Indian Railways has been constantly improving the service of Vande Bharat trains. While the first Vande Bharat trains reached 100 km per hour in 54.6 seconds, the later version reached that speed in 52 seconds. These trains are more lightweight than the first ones and have a significant improvements like emergency communication units, spacious driver cabins, touch-free sliding doors, and reclinable seats. While all the current Vande Bharat trains have chair cars, Railways is planning to add sleeper classes in the upcoming trains for long distance journeys. Government is planning to use the Vande Bharat trains on large scale throughout the country. Not only this, the train has caught the interest of few Southeast Asian and South American countries. Indian Railways said they would consider exporting only after delivering a total of 475 trains for domestic use. Not just Vande Bharat Express, but the Indian Railways is also betting on other trains like Gatiman Express, Humsafar trains, Tejas trains, and Vista Dome trains. With these trains, the government expects to change the face of Indian Railways. We are witnessing how the government has scaled up the border infrastructure across LAC. Border Roads Organization, which comes under the Defense Ministry, is on a building spree. Be it tunnels, roads, bridges, BRO is constructing and is working to match up China's infrastructure across the border. Now, Indian Railways has joined hands with Defense Ministry to build railway lines in the northeast. These lines are set to play a strategic role for the Indian Army to move forces, weapons, supplies at a faster pace to the border. 3 railway lines are planned to build across 4 states, namely Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, and Sikkim. These lines include a 200 kilometers track from Bhalukpong to Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh. The second one is an 87 kilometers track from Silapathar in Assam to Bame in Arunachal Pradesh. The third one is 217 kilometers from Rupai in Assam to Pasighat in Arunachal Pradesh. The government has termed these three railway lines as strategic. It means the cost of these lines will be borne by both defense and railway ministries. These are scheduled to complete in 10 years. The government is working on adopting latest technology to upgrade the entire infrastructure of railways. Indian Railways has developed an automatic train protection system called Kavach. It's the world's cheapest automatic train collision protection system. The system helps in preventing accidents. At present, Indian Railway is using Kavach in a phased manner. Currently, Indian Railways is building Pamban Bridge to Rameshwaram, which is a dual track bridge. It is also the country's first vertical lift railway sea bridge. Railways is also building the Chena Bridge in Jammu and Kashmir, which is the world's highest railway arch bridge. The bridge can withstand earthquakes along with major winds. This bridge is expected to boost the economy and development of the region due to its improving connectivity and accessibility to the markets. Indian Railways is working in tandem with other ministries like shipping and roadways to integrate all modes of transport and reduce logistical costs. To be precise, this is what Gati Shakti is all about. Although Indian Railways is scaling up numerous projects to fill these gaps and play a prominent role in nation building, there is still a lot to achieve. Focusing on this, Indian Railways is electrifying its entire rail route and is working to become a net zero carbon emissions railway network by the year 2030. The government is also developing freight corridors for the high capacity cargo trains. These corridors will be exclusive only for cargo trains, thus it will not cause any disruption to the passenger train. Then there is the bullet train project, which the government is planning to operationalize it by 2028. When all these things fall in place, India's logistical sector will see a significant boost, which in turn will help in increasing the country's economy.
Please subscribe to Nationalist Hub English channel for more interesting videos, and don't forget to like and share this video. Nationalist Hub, it's a news revolution.